Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Commodores will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. They're bringing heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. The give to the single back. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
And the Commodores trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah.
All kinds of running room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
That'll move the chains. It'll be a 1st down for North Texas.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Takes the handoff. It's Price. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. PAT unit on the field. Banged swings it through for an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He's going to bring it out from deep. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the offense on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the ball is picked off. Touchdown, North Texas. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
It's third down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
And now on second down for this offense. To throw, it's Pavia. This time he's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. Going up top on first down. Makes his connection. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
North Texas 14, Vanderbilt 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He's looking to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking for room. It's Price. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Leaves it with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Runs through a tackle. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Off play action. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Guys, they've come through on the first two third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
1st down here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Commodores will hustle through the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Bell. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. At the 35, he's got room. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Stumbled to the ground. And on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the 1st half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive.
Can anyone catch him? The 30. He's at the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big ball touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Going for it all. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Doors.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Commodores want to move quickly.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? It is so hard to stop a drive when you force a field goal. Force the field goal. Don't give them another first down. They're trying to slam it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Texas. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
14.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Mean Green. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 20 to Cal. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point.
And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. And the beatdown has ensued. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Back to throw, it's Pavia. He'll take a deep shot here. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for room, it's Price. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Right back to it. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Running behind that left side. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Oh, and gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Mean Green. And the stomping has commenced.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
49, Vanderbilt, 14.
Going for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 35. He's into the open down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good.
That makes the score North Texas 49, Vanderbilt 21.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Texas.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. He's gonna pass. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Fires to the end zone, and he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Touchdown, North Texas! And the punishment has been extended. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the returner will be brought down.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
it back and heading out to go on the attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness... And taking chances, a lot of times, it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to pass, it's Pavia. They're trying to get to it. He's going to run it. Oh, it's out. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him down after he makes a catch.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Well, they haven't been able to get it done on fourth down so far today. They've missed on their first two attempts. Is the third time the charm. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Excellent field position here for the offense. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.